Batman, who not only has a plethora of amazing animated shows, but also has brought the beginning of amazing superhero games in the video game world. Now, the Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight were both all three were amazing games. Sure, Arkham Knight did have a little bit of a controversial Batmobile mechanic, but at the end of the day, it was still a Batman game. It made you feel like Batman. Now, unfortunately, since then, we haven't gotten any good Batman games. Sure, you can count Gotham Knights as a Batman game, but as much as I enjoyed Gotham Knights, it wasn't for everybody. Its issues. It's kind of a mixture of live service and an offline video game. The implementation was horrible. So what I think they should do is just leave that trilogy alone. Okay, Batman, you're done with Batman. You made an awesome game with Bruce Wayne, and that's it. If you want to create a remaster or some in a completely different universe, that's completely fine. But just like how the animated TV series ended and it gave us something really cool, which is Batman Beyond, I feel that even in the video game world, we should now go from Batman, like Bruce Wayne's Batman, to Terry McGinnis Batman. And sure, we had Batman Beyond skins, but those were just Bruce Wayne. We never actually got a proper Terry McGinnis game. And I think the best developer to make a Batman Beyond game would be CD Projekt Red. Now you might be wondering, wait, why CD Projekt Red? Why not Rocksteady itself? It's because their latest game, Cyberpunk 2077, could be a Neo-Gotham. Because if you watch the Batman Beyond show with the flying cars and all those buildings, if you translate that to a video game world, it could be Night City. And to make matters more interesting, even in Cyberpunk 2077, I think there's actually a Batman Easter egg where you find a note saying someone's parents were murdered and were just murdered, right? So, and not just that, it's because this is not going to be Batman. He's not going to be Bruce Wayne. He's not going to be as smart as Bruce Wayne. He's not going to be as agile as Bruce Wayne. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to learn. He's going to he's going to rely more on his tech rather than his fighting abilities because he's not that strong yet. So I think that the systems they created in Cyberpunk 2077 could translate really well. And the previous experience in making third-person action games like Witcher 3 will certainly help. And the best part for me is that Batman is a character with prep time, right? Like Terry McGinnis is not is not he's not good. He's not that good as fighting compared to the previous Bruce Wayne Batman. So he has to rely more on his tech. And this version of Batman, if you didn't know, he doesn't just wear a cloth suit. It's actually a cybernetic suit with lots of gears and motors, which you see in one of those episodes, and and which is sometimes susceptible to hacking. So I think the systems which they created with the hacking mechanics or the stealth mechanics and all these kinds of things could translate perfectly for a Batman Beyond game with Terry McGinnis. And if you're wondering, is okay, what kind of story would they tell? What can you have lots of villains to take inspiration from? You're right from Batman Beyond, and but if you want something really cool, my personal opinion would be to bring Ra's al Ghul back. And the reason I'm saying this is because Batman Beyond stays in Neo-Gotham, right? It's kind of like a futuristic city, and every time and most times you see Ra's al Ghul, he's kind of like in a cave, wilderness-filled area, and CD Projekt Red is good at doing both. They made a wilderness kind of setting from Witcher 3. They made this cyber futuristic city with Cyberpunk 2077. And CD Projekt's Red writing is impeccable, right? Like they can make some really good stories. They can make some side quests, and the reason and the other reason is that Cyberpunk has a day and night cycle, right? So in the other Batman games, we just got the night part of being Batman. But I feel like for Terry McGinnis Batman, his personal life is just as much important because he's just a teenager. So focusing on the day elements of his school or his day-to-day activities, I think would be a great fit, right? And to add another similarities, you have lots of cybernetic upgrades where people do, right? People do in Night City. And if you see Batman Beyond, there are lots of splicing going on with DNA, and some have this mechanized things. So I think it would be a good fit. And Night City is really detailed also, and you can it's dense enough that you can cruise through Batmobile if a bat cycle if we do get one, but it's tall, like it's vertically detailed enough that you can just fly around in your bat suit. And as for the combat, it could go either ways. They could just be a Witcher type thing, but it should be a bit more free flowing, right? Yeah. And as for the tech systems, if you see the Cyberpunk upgrade tree, the main screen of tech upgrades where you can select between cool, body, and all of these intelligence kinds of thing looks a lot similar to Arkham Knight's upgrade tree. That's I know it's a game, it's a video game thing. They are definitely gonna be overlaps, but in my head canon, that's what it is. So yeah, this is why I think CD Projekt Red should make the next Batman game. And the most important reason by far is you know CD Projekt Red is not gonna abandon this project, right? Like, look at Cyberpunk. Even if the game launched in a bad state, they're not gonna abandon the game. I hope that doesn't become a trend in the future for CD Projekt Red, but I trust them enough, and I think most of us do, that if when they make a game, they're gonna stick to it. They're gonna make it. They're gonna make sure that consumer get the best version of it possible. And sometimes it may take a year or two. Sometimes it takes three. And that has been the philosophy right from the beginning. Even from the first Witcher game, which was not that good on PC. I think a year or a year and a half later, they released the Witcher Enhanced Edition, which I think fixed most of the bugs. So yeah, I hope. Obviously, it's not gonna come true, but I can hope that it's just thought that came into my head, and I thought I'll ramble about it. So, thank you for watching.